That's going to be the weirdest thing. We're going to all read each other's minds, and we're going to remember the time where we couldn't read minds.
Okay, so what just here is a clip from the Joe Rogan's podcast with guest Matthew McConaughey. Now, this one gets interesting real fast, because Joe and Matthew dive into how AI is shaping the way we live, not just in tech, but in culture. Like, could it actually become a tastemaker that decides what music, books, or ideas fit you best? You'll hear Joe throwing out these big, future-looking thoughts and Matthew grounding it with his own spin, especially about wanting a private AI that reflects his personal life and beliefs. It's a mix of philosophy, tech, and that classic Joe and guest back and forth that makes you stop and think.
Argument against that I'm seeing with like, what's the term or what words does it use? How much heat? If it uses the most popular words to explain, AI uses the most popular words. You say, no. Go down 3 notches and use play me the best B-sides. That's more of human language. And I'm going, oh, that's starting to become a tastemaker. If you can ask it to, but find the band. Tell me what the best band is out there that Joe Rogan would like on a Friday night when he doesn't have to work till Monday and he's out with his wife on a date. That you can customize it can actually be a tastemaker, and it'll use different language than, oh, here's the across the board protocol of what's the most popular, and I'm using the most popular language. That it actually can be customized to be a tastemaker.
Yeah, it totally can do that because it's just the algorithm. It's just a much more sophisticated version of like what powers your YouTube feed.
All right, so now they're making the comparison to YouTube's feed, and honestly, that's a solid point. YouTube's recommendation system is already one of the most advanced consumer-facing algorithms out there. It feeds you based on watch time, click-through rates, even the kind of thumbnails you pause on. But they're right, what's coming will be way more sophisticated. Instead of just showing you what people like you are into, it will dig into you as an individual. And here's the kicker, they say, to get that, you've got to give away all privacy. That's the trade-off. The more data you feed it, the more eerily accurate it becomes.
As a YouTube feed are the things that you're interested in. So YouTube eventually gets an idea, oh, Matthew is really interested in this, and then Joe likes like little houses on the back of trucks, and show this, so I show him that. And it'll be just a much more sophisticated version of that. But to get that, you have to give away all privacy. And that's where everything is going. That's going to be the weirdest thing. We're going to all read each other's minds, and we're going to remember the time where we couldn't read minds. You remember when you couldn't read people's minds?
Right.
That's all going to happen in our lifetime. I think we're less than 20 years away from that.
I very sparingly use it, and I do have a little pride about not wanting to use an open-ended AI to share my information so it can be part of the worldwide AI vernacular. I am interested, though, in a private LLM where I can upload, hey, here's 3 books I've written. Here's my other favorite books.
Right.
Here's my favorite articles I've been cutting and pasting over the 10 years, and log all that in. And here's all my journals or whatever, the people out, and log all that in so I can ask it questions based on that.
Right.
And basically learn more about myself.
Now the conversation shifts. He says he wants a private LLM, one he can feed with his own books, journals, articles, and then query it like a personal knowledge base. And honestly, that's brilliant. That's actually what a lot of people want, an AI that reflects them, not everyone else. It's like creating a second brain that's uniquely yours. Imagine uploading your diaries, your favorite quotes, and then asking, what would I have thought about this 5 years ago? Or, based on my past, what should I read next? That's not just AI, it's like self-discovery powered by machine learning. I love that idea, but the challenge is, how do you keep it private and not let it feed back into some giant corporate model?
You could actually ask it, hey, based on what you know about me, like what books do you think I would find interesting? Yeah.
Where do I stand on the political spectrum?
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. I'd like to... No, that's what I would like to do, which is sort of a glorified Word document, but it still would hold a lot more information than just, oh, can you find this term? I would be asking it, and it would be responding to me on things that I've forgotten along the way.
I think that's part of what it does, really. Like, I know you're talking about ChatGPT being like out there with everything and everybody, and it has access to all your stuff, but it's not private. But they do develop a relationship with you. Like, it really does, like, get to understand, like, what you're interested in and what you like to talk about.
Right here, he's saying he doesn't want an AI that slowly learns about him through casual conversation. He wants one that starts out fully loaded with his information, so the answers are drawn only from that. And you know what? That makes total sense. Because right now, even the most advanced chatbots are mixing your context with the massive outside dataset. Sometimes you don't want the outside world. Sometimes you just want your own archive reflected back at you. That's the real appeal of local, private AI. It's like building your own digital twin that grows only from your life experience. If that becomes easy to do, I think a lot of people would sign up. Because it's not about the internet anymore. It's about building a mirror of your mind.
I would just like to load it with the information I'd like to load it with.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe even, like I'm saying, in the words of belief, in the man I'm working to be, the man I want, load it with that. Load it with my aspirational.
I would sell if you'd be done.
And then ask it, and it's giving me answers going, oh, this is, but before it's slowly learning about me through conversations, then going, oh, I think this is what you like based on our conversation. No, I want the answers based on what I've uploaded it with, not from the outside world.
All right, so that's where Joe Rogan and Matthew McConaughey leave it in this conversation. And honestly, it hits on something bigger than just AI. It's not just about whether the tech can predict your music taste or recommend the right book. It's about whether we're comfortable letting algorithms shape who we are. Joe's pointing out that this stuff is basically an upgraded YouTube feed, but Matthew's pushing for something more personal, like a private AI that helps you learn about yourself without giving away all your privacy. And you can feel the tension there. Convenience versus control, curiosity versus caution. Here's the thing. Whether you're excited or uneasy, what do you think? Would you actually want an AI loaded only with your own journals, books, and memories? Or do you think that's still a little too close to giving away your mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments.